Hello.
Hello.
We're back. Welcome to another dating vlog with my friend Evana and myself.
There have been some developments. For me, anyway.
Well, I don't see a ring on your finger, so you can't have gone that far.
I only require a burger ring or a shell ring. I don't like jewellery.
Fair enough. This vlog is actually going to be about first dates, and I went on a first date.
Did you?
I did. Wasn't very good.
Ooh.
But you go first.
I'm actually up to... I went on... Oh, this is going to sound really bad. I went on 3 first dates last week.
In a week?
Yeah.
What a hooch.
Just quick 1 hour scheduled coffee dates. Just a in and out. Anything there? Yes,
Interesting
no.
choice of words.
I knew you'd like that. And a second date. 3rd date coming up next week. I'm not on Tinder anymore.
Aren't you?
No.
I am.
It was just did you change your profile photo?
Oh, did I
like
put that
told
photo
you?
that you put up? You said to put up. Yeah, I put that up.
Yeah, so first dates. God, they're a bit nerve-wracking, aren't they?
Not for me, because I'm a boy. Why do you find it nerve-wracking?
Well, I guess just for me, it's I'm out of practice.
I didn't know you had to practice. See, somebody
Very
else.
much so. I mean that's a term, of course.
No, my mate Dion said the same thing. He's like, I'm out of practice for dating, and it's like, how do you get out of practice? You just be yourself.
But I mean, out of practice, like you haven't met up with anyone for a long time. You haven't had to be in that situation of sitting opposite someone and trying to have conversation and trying to, I guess, impress them and.
Well,
yeah.
see, that's the one thing I've learned, and I've tried to impress this upon my friend Carl, is that if you keep people's expectations low, they'll never be disappointed. So that's my thing. I do that.
So what you tell them basically?
Small dick, terrible in bed, can't cook, moderately funny.
So that
cute
when
ass.
when you do something, that they'll be impressed and be like, oh, actually.
Yeah, but even then, you don't want to do that too often because they'll start to expect it.
Yes. But then what if it's a girl like me who does have quite high expectations, and if
shouldn't date them.
If they are not showing pretty much immediately, then I'm just like, oh, this is not the one for me.
Okay, so what a guy that's getting date number 3, what's so special about that guy?
I don't want to say he might be watching.
Too late now.
What is special about him? We
Is
just
he
got
pretty?
up. We got no.
Is he
I
funny?
don't want to say this stuff in case he's watching.
It's going to find out sooner or later because you're either going to say, look, thanks but no thanks, or, let's get married. One way or another, he's going to find out definitively what you actually think. This is just a not very polite way of doing it.
Got on like a house on fire. Got very similar values, morals. And putting equal amounts of effort in as well.
Maybe I should try the effort thing.
The effort thing, yeah. See, there's been a couple of guys that I was talking to that, the effort was definitely lacking.
But this goes back to what I said in the last video about most guys won't put, I certainly don't put in a huge amount of effort in first anythings. Just because if you do, it's that huge amount of expensive effort of, like, hey, let's go out. Like, as an example, let's say that I wanted to take you out on a date, and we'll get into the perfect first date thing, because that's one I want to ask you about. But let's say that we went out for dinner, and then we went out to a show, and then we had a few drinks or whatever, right? It's expensive.
See, effort. I think there is a what I mean by effort is
No, but I mean, we're talking about
not
effort
$1
to impress.
needs to be spared to make an
No,
effort.
but I'm talking about
me.
effort to impress, which is what you said.
Yes, no, yes, but that doesn't need to cost any money. For example,
Was the coffee free?
second date.
My point.
Well, coffee's $4.50. Come on, but the effort is. He drove all the way to the North Shore where I am
Where's he
from
at?
Howick in peak hour traffic.
Is that him?
And then, no, he'll probably be at school. He's a teacher. So, oh my God, I'm really giving away lots of info, aren't I?
What's his name?
I'm not.
Where does he live?
Yeah,
Give us
let's
his
stalk
phone
him on
number.
Facebook right now.
Yeah.
And we had a little picnic under the harbour bridge, and the view was amazing. And
Sounds
it was
cute
awesome.
as fuck. We've never
Yeah,
done
exactly.
that.
And the sun was setting, and the view was awesome. And we just chatted, and cheap food. It was cool. It was awesome.
I might steal that.
And then we
dude's
went
idea.
and then we went for a walk, around the wharf there, around
yeah.
where people were fishing. So we got to see like the whole different views of the harbour bridge and Auckland skyline and stuff, and that was awesome. And I mean, apart from the food, but that was very affordable, and I bought it anyway. So basically,
is that okay? So is that because
that
you're
was awesome?
No. But did you like? Because this whole thing about like I always make a joke about you can take me out for a drink, you can take me out for dinner to people on Tinder, and they're like, oh ha ha, well, it's like that. And it's like, well, hang on, you want to be a modern independent woman, then you can buy me dinner. Is that what you were doing?
Yes and no.
Did you not want the obligation of he's bought you dinner, now you have to give him head?
No. Oh my god. No, it's just because he had made the effort to drive. So obviously he was in peak hour traffic. He spent the petrol to come all the way in. So I felt that it would be nice if I paid for the food.
It would be nice. Kudos.
Yes.
Good job, you.
So
anyway, so without giving away this guy's like IRD number, let's move on from that and let's go to what do you think is an ideal date?
So similar to what I just said. So for me, if that's probably my ideal date now, is a little picnic under the harbour bridge with the view, because it's gorgeous.
So anyone else has got a lot to live up to, or they just need to watch this video.
Before I went on that date, it would have been fish and chips at the beach, or Sal's Pizza at the beach, even better to be fair.
Yeah.
But that kind of just go down to the beach, amazing view, sun setting, sound of the ocean, sound of the waves rolling in, good conversation.
See, and that's the thing. I mean, like, traditionally, so many times it's been like, well, I mean, it used to be, hey, do you want to go to get some dinner and go to the movies, or go to the movies and get a drink or whatever. I actually took one of your friends on a date to the movie years ago. That was terrible. She talked through the whole movie.
What? See, that's the thing. I think movies isn't great for a first date. I think people are starting to realise this because people actually want to talk now and get to know each other.
There is this whole thing about, like, I've seen it on Tinder so many times, and it's like, must have good banter. What is that? Like, what is that? Are you funny and you can take the piss out of me? Yes. It's
pretty much.
It's what I do. I'm very good at that.
Pretty much. You do have very good banter, so a lot of guys don't. You could just, the conversation
do you think that's because they're
easy.
nervous? Like, I can say things to, like, think of the things that I say to you in this video, the last video, things that can't make video. Do you think that most guys probably wouldn't say something like that because they're scared to offend, or... Like, I'm not scared to offend. I certainly don't want to upset anyone. But I certainly cross the line a lot.
I think without offending them, I mean, you don't want to personally insult them, but by having that kind of cheeky, little bit naughty, little bit risque banter back and forward as well.
But do you think that do you think people that don't have good banter don't have it because they're nervous about...
No, I think some people just don't have any personality. Like, seriously, there's been a couple of guys, for example, the guy that's now getting the third date, we just chat back and forward, and we just, like you and I do, throw it back and forward, and he says something, I say something, comes straight back, and there's always...
So he's quick.
A kind of, quick, witty, there's always an opening to respond as well. I found on Tinder a lot of guys... I'd ask them questions because I'm trying to initiate conversation. Oh, so what are some of your hobbies? Where are you based? La la la, and they'll just answer. They'll just answer with, give their answer and then not say, oh, so what do you like? Or I noticed on your profile that you're into soccer. Where do you play? That kind of thing.
I mean, I think the whole point of a chat feature on something like that is to find out things about the other person.
Yeah, well, a lot of guys I've found cannot have that back and forward conversation, and I was really pushing it with some guys to actually try and have a conversation.
See, if that was me, I wouldn't go the effort. Personally.
So I just stopped. I was just like, oh, this is way too hard.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that have got like a few lines of chat on my Tinder, and that's it.
Yeah, they haven't given you anything to come back with, and then they also haven't asked you anything about yourself. Yeah.
I just rest on the fact that, like, I was going to put up a photo of my ass on Tinder just because it's one of my selling features. But, like, I put up that photo
Don't do it.
No. I put up that photo that you said to put up, though.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you see that, Thank Evana. But no, I just rest on the fact that I'm really, really good looking.
No, because that's a lie, because the last time you said, I have a face for radio, so how do I get across in 300 characters my personality?
You got a good memory.
Yeah, I do. All the views from our last
Yeah.
thing was from me watching it over and over again. Oh dear. But yeah. So, first date. So how was yours then? So how you said it wasn't that great.
Terrible.
So where did you
So
take
bad.
her? Where did she take you? Whatever.
Sal's.
Oh, well, that's
Went to
a
Sal's.
good start. Was
Yeah.
it your idea or hers?
Mine, obviously.
Oh,
Um,
that's a shame. I was like, well, if it was her idea, at least
Oh,
she's
if it was
got
her-
one,
yeah,
one
yeah.
positive about her.
No, but I mean, it was. I don't know. It seems to be. I seem to be in the same rut, and it's like someone will get in contact, whoever it might be. This girl wasn't from Tinder. This girl was actually work related. Anyway, but not anymore, so it's fine. But the point is that it was work related. Kept in touch, as you say, a bit of banter back and forth, and then I think she was following on Instagram or something. Anyway, we went out on a date, and there was a lot of sexual innuendo, huge amounts. And then so we went for pizza, went for a walk somewhere, and then like sat and chatted and just like made out a little bit.
Ooh, on a first date. What a huss.
Yeah. Wait, me or her? Okay.
Both.
Yeah, fair enough. But then it very quickly evolved into this. I don't know, like, I don't know if this girl's got like. You might be able to shed light on this. She started turning around and saying like things like, "Oh, you hang out with lots of pretty girls," or "You do this."
Oh
or,
God, insecurity issues.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's either a
Ay,
combination of insecurity issues or is that trying to see what I'm going to do as a reaction. Because
yeah.
insecurity issues are like the worst for me.
It could also be her maybe trying to find out whether any of these pretty girls you hang out with are more than friends. Maybe as well.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
So-
I'm an open book. If somebody wants to ask me that, I'll just tell them.
ask, yeah.
Just ask.
But that's the thing, a lot of people aren't open books, and so...
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
horrible, horrible people.
What, so just because of that, it didn't go well? Was that why?
Well, I mean, like, the date itself was okay. I mean, there was pizza there.
Yeah, well, it
that
sounds
was
good. And you said there's banter, and
Yeah,
is there
I'm the
chemistry,
funny... I was
attraction there?
No, not really, no. It was very one-directional. To the bedroom. But and I was just like, no, I'm not interested in that. And it's like, I can't be... I mean, I guess the thing for me at the moment is that like I can't be asked with... There's no point in me getting into something that's going to be frivolous fun for a few weeks, which can either be at the opportunity cost of something serious, or I just can't be bothered putting up with all the crap that comes with that, and will continue to come with that, which may, again, encroach on something better elsewhere.
Touche, I'm in the same boat. Yep.
So, yeah, I just couldn't be asked.
Has she... So you haven't contacted her since? She hasn't contacted you since?
Well, the last thing, I think it was something on Facebook chat about, like, some stupid, like, open-ended statement that was very leading, and I was like, oh, something... It was this whole other girls thing. And I was like, well, do you want me to just see other girls then? And she was like, fine, go for it, I don't care.
Oh, Lord.
Laters!
So she was testing you, and she obviously wanted you to come back and say, no,
No,
I like
it's all
you.
about you.
Yeah, exactly.
But that would have been a lie, because it wasn't.
So that's what she was trying to go for, obviously. No, so yeah, follow your gut instinct on that one. Obviously, no. No. That's another thing. Gut instincts. Women in particular have very, very good intuition and gut instincts. And we need
I disagree. The
we need
amount
to
of...
follow
Like, I've got a lot of girlfriends, like, friends that are girls, that I've given them advice on guys, and they have... Like, they'll go with a guy, and I'll tell her, I really don't think this guy's very good for you. And that's not for any personal gain. That's just because I think that guy's a dropkick. And then 6 months, a year later, oh yeah.
Yeah,
that
oh
guy's a
totally. Oh, you
dropkick.
did that to me.
Did I?
Yeah. And you were right. But I did know that the whole time. But I was like, oh no, you know, la la la.
It'll be fine.
But yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Women do.
So wait, so
have
can you just
good,
go back to that
good
bit where I was
intuition.
right?
Yeah, you were right. Very right. We do have good intuition. I think people in general do. A lot of us choose to ignore it.
Well, I guess that's the thing.
We kind of fall into the idea and fall in love with the idea of something and someone.
Or you fall in love
Or
with
lust.
the potential of what that person could represent.
Exactly. Or lust. Lust, all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I guess that's the thing. The thing for me is I've almost become desensitized to lust because I don't remember the last time I got excited about a girl like that. Like, I mean, I certainly enjoy the idea of, you know, hey, you'd be, you know, your wife material. I don't remember the last. Actually, I do remember the last person I said was wife material, and that was on a date. Well, it wasn't really. It was kind of. Well, let's say it wasn't because we can't definitely say it was. But I said to her like it was, you know, like yeah, you're like total wife material. You're awesome, and like she's now seeing someone else, which is terrible. But you know what I mean? It's like that was probably 3 years ago.
The one that got away.
Oh, I don't really look at it like that. I mean, she's still cool. We're still mates. But like, I guess for me, it's like that ideal isn't what is popular to be at the moment for girls. So because of that, it's harder for me to find what I think I want because nobody's actually trying to do that.
Yeah. Oh, it's the whole thing is just, ugh, God. Girls are obviously, as you're saying, girls are trying to be what they think guys want them to be, and that is sexy, sexual. Give them what they want. Whereas guys, yeah, they might want that, but deep down they actually want the wife material.
I would actually disagree with you there.
Really?
I would say that guys would compromise more to be something that what they think a girl wants than vice versa.
Really? I think women do a lot. I mean, look at it. Look at women. We change our appearances like.
Well, you lie to us with all them.
Exactly. I feel sorry for guys.
That's not even Evana.
I really feel sorry for guys. And yes, I put on makeup just to do this. Totally. I'm taking it off in like 5 minutes to go to the gym. Yes, I don't go to the gym in makeup, thank God. But I feel sorry for guys, eh? We take out our hair extensions. I'm going from head to toe, right? Hair extensions, false eyelashes, makeup.
Penciled eyebrows.
Yeah, the eyebrows.
My eyebrows are real.
The full lips we can draw on. Booby inserts, Spanx.
Do you have Spanx?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's gonna end up in a video somewhere sometime.
They're actually really comfortable.
I might try some.
They help with not creating any lumps and bumps in like a tight dress. But anyway, high heels, fake nails, everything. It's like if a guy was to meet a girl in a club and then take her home and wakes up in the morning like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
So you call it karate, you
that?
drama.
Like, oh my God.
But I mean, I guess the thing, I think that actually makes it easier for girls to be able to do that because, as you say, you can at the end of the night wipe off all your beauty with a Kleenex. But for a guy, if you're one of these guys that thinks you need to look like Channing Tatum, like body wise, to pull a girl, if you're gonna bust your ass at the gym, maybe take steroids, you know, eat food that you don't particularly like so that you can slim down or whatever it might be, purely for the attention of the opposite sex. But I don't have that kind of dedication. I like pizza a lot.
Do you think there are a lot of guys that do that for girls? 100%. I would have thought for themselves they did it. Really?
No, they don't know. Everything. I can tell you tons of examples of things that I've done in the past that have been purely to get the attention of either a girl or girls in general. You know, I remember that I started bikes have been a big part of my life since I was 12 years old. Only because my English teacher in high school was a babe and she was the mountain biking coach. And I was like, Dad, can I mountain bike for Christmas? Boom. That was it. That's how I got into bikes. No more complicated than that.
Oh, Lord.
Same with playing guitar. I love playing guitar. It's a huge part of my life now.
Yeah.
But that was instigated because I thought that I, would...
Being a rock star.
Well, yeah, be a rock star and pull girls. I mean, there's so many things like that.
True.
You know, whereas now I don't care. I don't think like that at all. You know, I mean, like a lot of people these days will go and get extreme tattooing and they'll get their arms and like this because girls think it's cool. Like I've got tattoos, don't get me wrong, but you can't see any of them, and I chose that to be very specific because I didn't want to be one of those guys. I mean, we have a mutual friend who's done exactly that.
I'm trying to think, who is it? Because like all of our friends are tattooed.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like it's there's so many things that guys do purely based on wooing the opposite sex.
True. I think, as you said before, you don't do that kind of stuff now because you're I guess you're comfortable with yourself. Same here. For me, I mean, yeah, when I was younger, probably I did like and crave attention, male attention.
Like screaming down the bar at Papa Jack's for a CC and dry.
Hey. Well, that's not craving male. That's not male attention. That's just
Well,
Ivana
every
being,
dude in the bar would
that's
look.
just Ivana being drunk Ivana. Hence, I don't drink anymore. Anyway, we're going off the subject.
We're all very thankful for that.
Yeah. These days, it's female attention.
Well, you change teams.
No.
Oh, that would have been cool. I would have filmed that.
You know, if I do my makeup, if I dress dress up nicely, I would absolutely love if a woman was like, "You look fantastic. You look great." That would blow my world. I don't even care what guys think. My social media pages, everything. If I do a modeling photo shoot and I put photos up, I want girls to go, "You look fantastic."
Oh, don't even get me started on that whole, "Oh my god, you're perfect," fucking that whole thing that girls do on social media, which is actually bullshit. But I do have a question: is how much effort did you put into your appearance on your Under the Bridge date?
None. I'm
gonna call bullshit on that.
No.
Did you have this much makeup on?
No, I didn't at all. No. Both dates he's seen me very, very fresh face. I put on a lick of makeup.
Less than this, because you look relatively normal.
Way less than this. I'd come from kickboxing, so I was hot, I was sweaty. I forgot my underwear. My phone's ringing. I just had minimal makeup. I was all hot and sweaty. Hair was bloody everywhere.
And he still wanted another day.
Because remember how we talked about this last time? How, I guess what you said before, how you like to bring it down so that when you do something, it really impresses them.
Oh, keeping expectations low, but I think you've taken that from the wrong element. But, okay.
So, both of our dates, I've just been like, yeah, this is me. And so
that when you turn up with your Spanx and your push-out bra and your war paint, he'll be like, "Oh my god, what a hooch!"
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
It would actually be, now we need to interview this guy and be like, after you've been on that date, and then be like, "So, which Evana did you like better?"
Yep.
Actually, on that note, we should probably wrap this up here because we've gone way off what the original topic was.
First dates.
Let us know.
What was the conclusion? We just talked about our own first dates. We didn't actually come to any,
Well, okay, very, very quickly, my tips for a first date, if you're a dude, actually, no.
Yeah.
No.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no, for a girl.
Yeah.
If I'm going to take you out on a date, don't overdo the war paint because we don't care.
Agree.
If I actually like you, I won't bang you on the first date. So if I do bang you on the first date, so's love. But that's probably all you're going to get.
And you should not give it up on the first date.
Well, see, actually, that's not entirely... I don't entirely agree with that because I think that you should answer your messages. But I also think that if you want to do something, just do it.
Yeah.
So long as everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
If it's like, like, I've had overnighters and that's fine. I've had one overnighter that turned into a relationship which was just toxic from the get-go. And that was bad. That was like terrible 6 months. But I think that if you want to do something and you want to engage physically like that, whatever it might be, I think go for it because life's short, man. Just enjoy that shit.
I think this could be the topic for our next discussion.
Or when to do the sex.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's your advice for guys taking you out, and then we'll get into
okay,
when to
so
do the sex.
effort doesn't necessarily mean money. It means think outside of the box. Think of something romantic as shit that she's going to love. I.e., picnic under the harbour bridge. You get there from Northcote Point, by the way. Fish and chips on the beach. A little bit of a bushwalk stroll kind of thing. With a picnic, maybe.
The KISS principle. Keep it simple.
So, if effort, but not, it doesn't, you don't have to throw all that money into it on a first date.
I don't think it's, well, and see, I think that's the thing. A lot of people will try and use what they think they have, and if the thing that they think they have is money, because they turn up in a flash car, take you to a nice restaurant. I've done that, man. I remember when I had my nice V8 BMW, and I took this girl out. I'm still friends with her now, actually. And, we went out to this restaurant, and it was like $350 for the pair of us. Like, that to me was just, looking back at it now, was absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe save that for second or third date. So see if...
Well, see, I would save that for a birthday now.
Well, now, but I mean, first date, keep it simple. See if you actually like the girl and whether she's worth spending that money on.
And something where you can actually talk to each other.
Yes.
Like real people.
Yeah.
And don't put on this false bravado of, like... Oh, I'm just trying to think of an example. But, like, just be yourself. That's the easiest thing. Simple, be yourself, cut the bullshit, because... what was it Kurt Cobain said? I'd rather be loved for... it's better to be hated for something you are than loved for something you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's very, very, very true. But yeah, tune into the next one and we'll talk about sex. And how I'm not very good at it.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if you're good at it, and it's been so long for me, I don't know if I'm good at it either.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Next time we'll be talking about when is the right time to get it on.
Get it on.
And then maybe a few tips on how I could be better at it.
From a girl's perspective.
Wouldn't hurt.
Alright, ciao.
See you next time.